Hi, it's Laura from the Pilates Kitchen. Today we're going to do a sculpting Pilates workout, which is going to be a little bit challenging. We're going to target the arms, the abs, the legs and the glutes. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to come to all four. We're going to come straight into our plank position to extend the right leg and the left leg. And we're keeping this nice long line with the body, so we don't want to be hanging out here or sinking into our shoulders. So keeping the shoulder blades wide apart, spreading the fingers, distributing the weight through the hands. Good. We're going to just point the right toe and we're going to lift the leg for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Good. Swapping sides, left leg for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Good. Dropping the knees down. We're extending that right leg again, bringing it in line with the hip. Just placing the hands a little bit closer to the body. We're going to go into our Pilates push-ups, keeping the elbows nice and close to the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, final 1, 5, and then let's swap sides. Left leg extends. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Okay. Let's come down to our forearms. We're going to extend that leg weight again, and we're going to do our leg raises from this position. So really pointing that toe, we're engaging the whole of the leg, the glutes. Good. And just ensuring that the abdominal wall is nice and tight, so it's working through the center as we lift and lower that leg. Good, and this time as the leg comes up, I want you to start to circle the leg around, just touching the toe on the floor, lifting the leg high and tapping on the other side. So we're just arcing this leg nice and high as we can get it. Don't worry if it won't go too high. The important thing is we're keeping the stability through the center. So the abs are switched on. We're keeping the body nice and stable as the leg lifts. Lovely. Okay, let's switch to the other side, extending the left leg away. And we're just going to lift and lower that left leg. Keeping the leg activated, so we're working that leg. We're working through the center. And this time as the leg reaches high, just take it over to the side, lift it, circle around. The challenge is just to really keep the center stable as the leg moves, because the body is going to want to kind of twist as we move the leg. Also going to feel this challenge through the glutes as the leg is activated. Good, okay. So finish it here. And we're going to just stretch out for a moment. Nice deep breath here. And to our back. We're going to move on to do some abdominal work. So just coming to lie on the mat, lying on the back. We're going to do the Pilates 100. So we want to take the head off the mat and the arms just elevated above the floor. And we're going to stretch into the fingertips and beat the arms against the air. So it's a strong movement. We're going to keep this going. And you can either keep the feet on the floor, take them to tabletop, or extend them all the way. I'm going to move my legs as we go along, so you can either follow me or just stay where you are. Okay, so head lifts up. We're going to inhale for 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Take the head back down to the mat. I think that was 100, thereabouts. Maybe it was 120, maybe it was 80. Can let me know. Good. Okay, so again, we're going to take the hands behind the head, feet into tabletop, and we're just going to extend that right leg away. And then as we draw it in, we're just extending the left leg. Good. So as the body's kind of warmed up from doing the 100, we're just going to just slow the movement down a little bit. But it should feel nice and warm. Warming up the abs, warming up the body with the 100. Good. Okay, so as we extend, we want to keep the back in a neutral position. If you find that the back is really arching, you can alter the position of the legs. So maybe just take them up a little higher, so not along the mat, but otherwise we're just hovering the feet just above the mat. Try to keep the elbows wide as well, so we're not lifting the head with the hands. We want to be lifting the head with the abdominal muscles. So trying to keep the distance between the bottom of the rib cage and the top of the hips as narrow as possible. Good. Okay, so this time as the leg extends, we're going to lift the left shoulder off the mat. Good. So don't worry about trying to get the elbow close to the knee. All we're doing is just trying to lift the shoulder off the mat. We're targeting the obliques here. So these are the side abdominals. I think they're referred to as the love handles. They're really important to work these. They often get ignored when people do kind of core work and they just sort of focus on doing sit-ups. Okay, let's swap sides. So other leg extends and we're just lifting that shoulder. But this is what's going to get you really strong through your core by working not just those top muscles, but the deep abdominal muscles as well. Good. Okay, let's just take those knees in and just give yourself a little hug, a little rock from side to side. And then take it down. We're keeping the feet close together and close to the body, coming up onto the heels. We're just going to move on to do a little glute work. So taking a breath in, just tucking the hips under, and then to lift the hips high. Good. And we're just going to lower and lift, lower and lift. If it's a bit too challenging, just take the heels back down to the mat. But otherwise, we're going to stay on the balls of the feet. It just creates a little bit of instability. It's just going to make you work a little bit harder. Every time you lift, I want you to be really engaging the glutes. So squeezing the backside as you lift. Good. This time as we lift the hips, I'm going to hold it here and then tiny inch movements up and down, just pulsing it out. You'll probably start to feel it here. Let's keep it going. We're nearly there. Good, 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Okay, let's take the feet out wide to the edge of the mat. Again, we're coming up onto the balls of the feet. Inhale as we tuck the pelvis under. Exhale to lift, sending the hips high and then lower. And lift, and lower, and lift. Don't worry about dropping too close to the mat. The important thing here is really in that lift and that you're contracting the glutes as you lift up high. Good. So just keep it going here. Probably start to feel this is kind of working a little bit more of the outside of the glute area, kind of around the bottom, around the outside. So you might start to feel it there. Good. And then this time as we hold it again, we're just pulsing it out, pulsing it here, tiny inch movements up and down. I know this is the killer, but we're nearly there. Keep going. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth the hard work. Good. A few more. Just a few more seconds here. Good. And then let's lower back down. Well done. Okay, let's come on to our side. So we're just going to finish with a little bit of leg work on the side, a bit more glute work. So you want to keep the body in a nice long line, hips are stacked on top of each other, just resting on this forearm, but not sinking into the shoulder. So we're lifting up out of it again. We're using these oblique muscles, and we're just going to lift this top leg and start to draw some small circles with the toe. Good. So it's a very simple movement, but it's extremely powerful. You do these for a while and you'll understand. The whole leg is working here. So the legs are very active. We're engaging the glutes, the quads, the calves. Good. Let's reverse these circles. So moving in the other direction. And we're focusing on just trying to keep the movement fairly precise, to have good control of these muscles. Good. Okay, let's take the foot back down. And this time we're going to lift the leg and lower. We're only lifting to hip height. Again, a small movement, but it works. Believe me, it works. I think this is the beauty of Pilates. It looks simple until you try it. Good, and then take the foot back down. We're going to bend this knee and we're going to flex the foot underneath. And we're just going to begin by lifting and lowering that underneath leg. So here, we're working the inner thighs. So we're contracting the inner thighs to lift the leg. Keep lifting up at that elbow, make sure the core's still engaged. We're still working. Good, a few more. Good, okay, great. Let's move to the other side. So, long line with the body, hips are stacked, lifting up out of the elbow. You can use this hand just to support you. And we're just going to draw these circles with the leg, with the foot even, the toe. Good, let's reverse the circles, moving in the other direction. Such good toning exercise for the legs, this one. Good, and then lower that leg and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift. Good. Your leg probably feels like it's going to drop off about now. That's okay, that's normal. A few more. Good, and let's just bend that top leg. And flex the foot, and we're just going to lift and lower. And working those inner thighs. Again, make sure the core is engaged. As we're lifting and lowering. Just a few more here. And this is our last exercise, so good, okay, great, we're done. Let's just stretch it out. So just come to lie back down on the mat and take the right ankle onto the left knee and just draw that knee towards you. And just hug the knee in. Just feel that really nice stretch on the outside of that right leg, deep into the glute muscle. This is such a good stretch. If you're going to do one stretch every day, I think this is the one. Good, let's change sides. So just taking that onto the knee and just drawing that knee towards you. And let's just slow down the breathing a bit. So nice deep breaths. And release. And let's just take the hands over the head. Stretch the feet away. Stretch in to the fingertips, into the toes. Really lengthening the body. Let's take a couple of deep breaths here. So inhale. Exhale, clear. And make space. And just releasing any tension that might be left. Let's circle the arms around. Let's just take hold of the knees and have a little rock from side to side here. And then in your own time, we're just going to roll on to the side and come up to a seated position. And well done, you're done. So good work. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel. I put out new Pilates routines every week. Thank you.